Hi everyone, this is Kelly Giese with Stampin' Up. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up. And today we're going to look at these nested treat boxes that are in the mini catalog. They are so cute, and I just wanted to show you how they go together. And also I wanted to share with you about the another paper that is brand new. It's in the online store, but it is really, really something special. It's kind of a glimmer paper, and the treat boxes themselves are in the catalog, and you can find them on page 76. And when they're assembled, they look like this, but we're going to assemble them and we're going to decorate them. So first, let me show you the paper. I'm going to leave this here for a moment. One of the papers we're going to be using is this. I've already cut it for my box, and I'll explain that. This is the front side. It has a foil to it, and then the back side is completely matte. So that's one of the papers that's in this new paper pack that is called, because we always need to know what it's called, Shinning Christmas, and it's a 12 by 12 sheet. So one side is foiled and one side is not. There are Christmas trees, there are boxes, which I just think are so cute. There's a Harlequin, Argyle look in the Christmas colors, and it's foiled, and then there are candy canes. So there's a total of 6 different papers, and this was the other paper right here, but I've cut it all up so I can't show you a big piece of it. The back side of this was red dots, and then if you flip these over, this is what you have on the back side of these other pages. I just think they're really, really cute, and I wanted to share with you what I did with them with this box. So let me get my stuff out of the way. The box is sold separately. It comes 8 nested boxes to a package. They are $11, but they really are everything you need in one package. So what comes with it is the box will have the inside box and the external box. It is already scored and has tear and tape on it, so these are really fast to do. And then I chose to use this, and I cut it at 2 1/4, and it will fill, this one will go here. This is the only one where I didn't put them all on. The external box will get one on each one of these, like that, and then we'll build the box. So we're going to get started with the first thing I do is I am going to burnish all the folds. This is important for when we finally do put it together, that you have burnished it. And a lot of times when you burnish in. We are not going to burnish in, we're going to burnish opposite of the valley. So wherever the mountain part of it is we're going to burnish that. And we're going to do that all the way around. And we're going to do that on each piece. I'll try to do it quickly so you can watch what I'm doing. It's pretty simple. This is the top of my box. Again, I'm just kind of going around, burnishing those down, and then burnishing this one. So let me quickly do the other one. So I'm going to burnish in. I'm going to, I'm a little bit sloppy, so I apologize for that. Burnish this way. Now, the cool thing about these boxes is they're roughly 2 1/4 inches on the inside. So you could put a nice treat. You could probably roll up a little sock or something in them. They would make great gifts or party favors at any of your holiday things. But let's think past the holidays. Maybe you have a birthday party coming up and you need 8 favors. These are going to be quick and easy, and you can decorate them any way you like. You can stamp on them, or you can use paper on them. We're going to use our designer series paper, and I'm going to start decorating my box. So you know me, I do this little Z thing. So I even do it on these little ones. I kind of do a Z. It just holds it in place a little bit better. And I used a non-directional, and I did that on purpose because I really wanted to be able to just put these down without giving it a lot of thought. You know, so any way I put this, it looks correct. And that's what I mean by non-directional. Can you use a directional paper? You certainly could. You're just going to want to be very aware of how the box goes together and how you want it to look, you know, for the finished product. So let me continue to do this. This goes pretty quick. I mean, when you think about it, if you had to cut and score this out of heavy cardstock, which is what this is a heavy cardstock, so it's going to hold up really well for you. If you had to do that, it is a little, it would be time consuming, and a lot of people really don't like to do the math. Personally, I don't mind at all, but I am not the normal bear on making boxes. I happen to love making boxes. I watch a lot of Julie D'Amato. She is the paper pixie, and she just has my jam all the time with really cute little boxes. Unfortunately, when I do it as a class, a lot of times people are very intimidated by it. So instead of doing that, I just make them for myself. But this is one that if you've been intimidated by boxes, you no longer have to be. Now, I'm going to show you something. This is the top piece. This is the part of the box that goes inside this once we put it together. I am going to put this piece just so it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, like this. And then I'm going to take a piece of, not a piece, I'm going to take a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut that little bit out. And it's really not all that hard. It's kind of like fussy cutting. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but you want to be pretty close. You can follow the inside white part for that. And there. You just want it to look nice on the outside. Okay? So let's put this box together. We'll start with the inside box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I am going to take off these two here. I'm going to fold them in, and I'm going to fold them up. Okay? Now that I've got them up, I want to, this is very sticky, so I want to line it up and just press it with my finger. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to line it up as square as I can, press it with a finger. Now I'm going to take these off on this side. You don't have to have it flat. You can peel them up pretty simple. Okay. Now, like I said, you can decorate these boxes any way you want. I would imagine these would be cute if you stacked them up. If you had a couple of them and stacked them. In the catalog, they show them stacked in 4s. But I look at this and go, if I took 6 of them, I could make a Christmas tree out of them. So there's my inside box. We're going to do a little bit more to our inside box here in a moment. But let's finish putting our box together, our outside box. So I'm going to peel this off. And we're going to flip it up. And I'm going to push those in. And I'm going to bring this up. Very important to get it as straight as you possibly can. But as you can see, it really is not a difficult box to put together. I'm just using my fingers and pressing that. And we'll take these two off. And we will have our outside and our inside box all finished. And it didn't take but a couple minutes to do the whole thing. It took me longer to cut out the little pieces, which was less than, 2 minutes, because I just cut a strip out of the paper. So this is how this goes together. This will fit on the inside like this, and it should just slide right in if I did it right. They should just slide right in. There we go. It slid in. So what I would like to do to this was my first box that I did, and I put this beautiful bow on here. So this is using one of the ribbons that are in the new catalog. It's a silver and white. It's like a 1/2-inch ribbon. It is a 1/2-inch ribbon. And I'm bringing out my handy dandy little bow maker thing that I use all the time. Again, you only need 1 row. My husband was very enthusiastic, but I'm going to make a double bow on this because I think that's very pretty. So I wrapped it around a couple of times. I'm going to come up and over and through the center. I'm going to straighten this out, okay, and I'm going to cut it off. Okay, and then I'm going to pull these apart. If they don't come off pulled apart, you can pull them apart once you get them off the thing, and it just gives you a little fuller bow. I happen to like that, and you know, I just love bows. So I think at Christmas or any other time having bows is really, really nice. For some reason, it's not wanting to be very, very nice here. Well, I'm going to put that one aside. I can fix it, but we'll just make another one real fast. So again, just so you know how I do this, I wrap it around a second time. I go under, over, under the ribbon that's there, through the center, and then I pull it tight. And I'm pulling this one tighter because I think the last one was too loose. And if my knot's in the wrong place, I just slide it. Again, I'm going to peel these apart, and then I'm going to cut this one off. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to take your pick tool. There we go. There's my glue dot. Now, here's a trick with your ribbons. You know, you can put them anywhere you want. I put this on here, and I got another glue dot on me. That is too funny. Let me get that glue dot off of there. Come on. It actually was on my finger and I didn't realize it. So I'm going to put my bow down here. Now if I want my ribbons to stay in a certain way, I sometimes will use a glue dot to hold them down where I want them to be. So since how I have this one off already, I'm just going to tuck it under here, come behind it, and I'll just push it on it, and there we go. And now I'm just going to clip it. I just think these are so cute. Great boxes. I mean, they really do fit quite a bit. And imagine if you had, you know, even if you had 3 of these, you know, in a little triangle. But if you had 6, you would have 3 rows. You would need 10 of them to make a bigger tree. But you could decorate them any way you want, or if they were at a place setting, it could have their name on it here, and then they could have their little, you know, maybe it's you know, buttermints or something for the holidays. But I think these are very, very cute, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. I hope you enjoyed this and you're inspired to try these boxes. If you've been afraid of boxes, these should make it simple as pie for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.